Yo, are we stuck or not? Yeah, we're stuck. Okay. Okay, cool. Right. Let's run it. Okay, cool. Okay, so no news. Let's quickly put that in the chat. Um, did we take all-time highs or did we edge? We're still edged. Eight 88375. 883. So we're three ticks off of all-time highs. Okay. 4 hour time frame. Bullish. Respecting this 4 hour gap. Left this one underneath. Got no SMT at the high. This is kind of choppy though. We disrespected this, but then we tapped in the 4 hour and then we started coming out. Obviously, I have this new week opening gap here that we've filled. So ideally, there's a 15-minute gap here that we can respect, but we reclaimed that. There's a 15-minute gap here. So, H4 order flow is bullish. Being mindful of the end will go, but ideally. And then we have this M15 gap inside this current leg that we could use. And we also respected this 5 minute. And we are also respecting this M5. I would prefer longs, but if we start changing order flow and shifting whilst inside this MOG, then I would be open to shorts if it presents. Very bullish out. This 15. Low key. Big out retrace and displays out. Don't know whether I want to take this on paper or funded. What's the stop loss? It is my rules to not trade Mondays, so we're not going to break that. But yeah, I ideally want to see a little retrace. Maybe into that 1 minute gap. But yeah, the reason we don't trade Mondays, it's more of a discipline thing. And especially when we kind of edged all-time highs, we could definitely just be edging it again. So it's low probability, the fact that we edged it. But yeah, it's mainly discipline that we don't trade Mondays. That we edged it, but yeah, perfect. Let me put the link. I'm enjoying live trading, honestly. Don't know why the name is franchise though, it shouldn't be. Don't know if I can change that here. Oh no, it's cool. Oh no, we're chilling. There's actually not that much of a delay either. Let me get the proper link in. Is he traded already, bro? Why does it say that though? What? Okay, whatever. Low key, what is Q taken already? Surely longs though. But where, bro? Unless he long the 5 minute gap.
30-second rejection block. Entered off that rejection block.
Yeah.
But
Fair.
I just took this. I just got to take
Fair play. Okay, see. There's 1 minute gap. I mean, ideally 1 minute gaps mean absolutely nothing if I'm being honest. Honestly, we do not want to see this candle, man. If we're bullish, this candle should not be happening. We filled that. Oh, we didn't fill it. Yeah, low key. That is not what you want to see, but then again, we are only retracing out of a 5 minute. And we barely even digged into it. Like, we're still bullish because this leg is still got this 15 minute up below. So another 5, yeah, same 5 minute. Honestly, we should dig into this 15 minute and come out. But I'm open to adapting. Close respecting it. I mean, you could see something like this. Lower prob though. Oh yeah, you can't even. What's the quality like? Oh, it's decent. Love that. Um, don't know why I can't change this. There we go. Of SMT, the low. Low-key, these equal highs look alright. We'll see. Got SMT again at the low. Yeah, low-key, setting up for longs, but we'll just be patient. Because, like, if we were super bullish, we'd have just blazed out and dumped and pumped. Then we have SMT at the high. Yeah, we have SMT 930 high. Damn. Louis, bro, I was actually about to send you the link That's so weird that you just text. Go on, send me your trade. Damn, that's so weird. I was literally about to, like, text you as well. Yeah, send me your trade, bro. How's it going? Done. Hey, when did you put that? There's no way you're done already, bro. There's nothing here. Damn, bro. Slow again. Damn, bro. Slow again. Damn, bro. Slow again. Damn, bro. Why is that repeating, bro? Look at this, bro. This is goated. We're definitely gonna have to hop on back testing later, man. I already knew this though. I knew we don't trade a Monday, it'll be slow, and we'll just do a back testing video instead. Unless we do live back testing, that could actually bang, but. Shorts, yeah. Bro, look at this chart, man. You could low-key short that, I suppose. But there's no, Alright, now we're in the 15-minute gap. Yeah, low-key you could short that, but it's kind of risky. There's nothing really to target either. Just be a 1-to-1. And we didn't really retrace, and we're in a 15-minute gap now. We don't really want that. I knew today would be slow though. Can this 15-minute gap give us something like this? Respect the condition, retrace it. displace out. I would be long in this. Yeah, we knew this S&T would break anyways. New S&T at the low. Okay. Okay. That's good. But you wouldn't want to long this because we could just come up here, back down. You'd want to long the retracement displacement. So the stop would probably be here. Okay, now if we can displace on a retracement leg, that would be great. I don't use OTA, it's just to visualize the current leg that we're in. S&T at the low, we're displacing out of 15-minute condition. We just need our entry trigger now. We need a retracement and a displacement to confirm that we're bullish. Whoa. Oh yeah, that's valid. Stop loss. Valid, bro. Okay. No, this should be cons. And then we need to see risk. There we go. Honestly, that's not bad. Didn't really retrace the leg, but we are displacing out. So see how this closes. Yeah, that's alright. Bit of a high fill. Will it fill my... Yep. Like we didn't really retrace, but that we tried to and then displaced out. It's pretty valid for me. Got S&T on the high. Yeah, I can probably just run that. That's all-time highs. Um, tracing now. Um, Honestly, I do think this still plays out, man. I think this could definitely be retraced into, but I mean, if this leg wants to hold and displace out, then great. But also I like the fact that where we wait for like this, where we wait for this before entering, it covers 2 stop losses. So this will be the one that taps the condition, and then this is like a retracement. So if this low doesn't hold, and we see something like this, and then a pump, we're still in the trade because we didn't have our stops too tight. Sometimes that happens where we want to retrace the low that it made. Sometimes we just put in a low and we don't even come close to it. Like maybe we do a little retrace and we pump and we don't even come close, and then you could say, oh, I should have put it here, but this is the most safe stop. Because if it's going to take this low, we can still be bullish and this low is protected because this is the low that tapped the condition. But if we take this low, then that low was clearly just wrong, and that the actual move was more like this. Respect some condition, whatever it is here. Displace out, retrace it, and then displace again. So yeah, that's how I see it. So we're taking this low, retapping that M15. Low key, we actually should put it back. Just but like we could very much just be retracing this leg now. Because technically this wasn't a retracement, but because the amount of volume we got out of this, it was kind of hard not to take it. But like if you waited fully for the proper retracement, then you'd be getting filled probably on the next candle. But yeah, that's what I mean. You don't want to put your stop there, because if we just retrace this leg, and this wasn't, we knew this wasn't a real retrace, but it looked very bullish. Obviously a shame it took it on ES. Could have taken like that on ES. I mean, you'd hit a 1-to-1. But yeah, if this fails, this low gets taken out, then clearly we're not going higher. And we're wrong. So you just have to be able to not get stopped early, because technically if we lose here and then we still take the higher, technically the trade had the right bias, but we was too tight with our stop. You always want to protect yourself with at least 2 conditions. Now some people leave that with like, okay, so we've got a 1-minute gap here, that's a condition, and then this. For me, the fact that we came here and had this much volume with a 20-point candle, that's normally good for me. Normally I would like this a bit deeper, but like this trade could still play. It's just whether this SMT, if this SMT is like it done now and we're just gonna dump, fair enough, we was wrong. NQ doesn't want to take these highs. Technically we was already kind of right because ES ran these highs up. That was the next draw, but you know, we'll just see what happens. But yeah, this is kind of why we don't trade Mondays, because it is very indecisive. Like usually it will be like this Monday, get this Tuesday, then Thursday, Friday, whatever. Same reversed, but yeah, we'll see. Even though this looks hella bullish, we are still technically just retracing this 5-minute leg. It's still technically bullish inside this leg. I mean, I don't actually see any other conditions in this 15-minute leg, so this would be the only condition. So if we dump past this low, then we're obviously not bullish. But yeah, I'd say it's still on, to be honest. This is the only condition where it would have to hold. I mean, 15 minutes still heavy bullish. Look at these wicks. 5-minute It's not as clean, but we're still technically respecting this gap. Definitely respecting this. Got S&T on the low. So ideally, you want to see this come up, retrace, and keep being bullish. If we see this and then we start displacing lower, then we're going to be cooked, really. And we know why. It's because the S&T on the high. But yeah. Yeah, ideally we need to see a strong candle out now. You would not want to see that. You would not want to see that, basically. I mean, technically we could have been like, could have just closed, taken our 30 points, dipped, but happens. Taken our 30. It's like that the mic's actually good now. So you want to see this come up, come down, and you want to see bullish out now. You don't want to see us slow down. You don't want to see this candle here. You would definitely want to be seeing bullish candles out, especially when at SMT on the high. You'd want to see displacement higher, which this candle did not provide. So low key, if I was on an eval, maybe this would be a close, like an early close. But then again, it's still got room to run. I mean, this low hasn't been taken yet. If this low gets taken, we're cooked. And then maybe on eval, it would be closed. But yeah, this is kind of why we don't trade Mondays. Not really always a price action thing, mainly just discipline. But look at this, we're stuck, chopped down here for so long. Then we got a bullish move up, and now we're respecting this, put in a lower high. So technically we're just going to be shorting now, but you wouldn't want to short all-time highs, honestly, when we're this close, especially on a Monday. Maybe if this was on a Tuesday, and let's say this is Monday's leg, close to the all-time highs. Tuesday opens up here, starts displacing lower. Yeah, you can take shorts, but on a Monday, it's not great. I don't want to be that guy that's like, oh, I don't trade Mondays, don't trade Tuesdays, don't. It's just a Monday thing, really. Just kind of, it's known to chop, it's known to accumulate. But for me, yeah, it's mainly just discipline. If I can look at the charts on Monday, not take anything on eval, not need to take anything on eval, just forward test, that's great for discipline. You're setting up the week so strong. Because going into Tuesday, you know that if it's not great, then you've already installed that discipline into your brain the day before. Then technically you could take no trades on demo either and really make it discipline. But where I'm live streaming, if a setup kind of provides, then we'll run it up. But on eval, no trades Mondays. That's my rule. I made that up with me, and that's just how it's gonna be. That's gonna be my one little thing that keeps me disciplined all week. Because every time I don't trade a Monday, the rest of the week my mind's usually calm. There's no rush to trade the eval unless it presents. Like last Friday, it's a shame we got SMT. We couldn't get full TP, but we still came out green. And yeah, we could have came out green today. The reason I wouldn't go break even on a demo trade right now is because it's demo. You don't want to rush a break even. So that's not something you want to practice on a demo either. Like obviously if we was on eval, we took this high, stops would either be moved to this low or break even 100%. But we'd want to see displacement out of this gap. Honestly, this gap has to hold, otherwise we're going lower. Like this gap has to hold, otherwise there's no, yeah, there we go. So we're probably going to get this low taken down here, because these are all signs of bullish PA. And like obviously in hindsight you could have said, okay, SMT, you close that, you break even it, whatever. But you know, it's only a demo. This is eval 100%. Probably it was closed. I don't really like going break even on evals. If we can make profit and there's a reason to close and take the profit, then I'll take it every day. There's no point getting break even if you know you're going to get cooked anyways. You might as well just come out green. Yeah, this is not looking good. The low was definitely going to be taken. But like honestly, I wouldn't have even seen any bearish entries. Like I know we've got this new week opening gap here, but there's not a 5-minute gap in this leg. We've only really just retraced it. There's no real condition here. Like yeah, great, we've come up, respected it, but then again, you can't short this displacement out because we're still in a bullish leg. Like it's not high probability for shorts. It's high probability for longs, but obviously price is just doing what it's doing. We're still technically holding this 15-minute gap. Like yeah, we're still holding it. And this one here. Like look at this. Now we're back in profit. So I reckon if we take this high, we'll just close low key like we would on an eval. But then, who knows, you might even just run lower. Like there's no 5-minute conditions here to even read, like, to go short from. So it's just a patient game. But yeah, I'm actually glad that I've live streamed because it means I haven't got to record and use loads of storage. I used to live trade before, but it took up all of my storage, so I stopped. But what is this? If I go on OBS, will it show? No. Oh wait. No. If I go on this, will it show? No. Nice. Yeah, this is low prob. Like, I don't see an entry for longs on this move. A very discretionary entry maybe there. Like super discretionary. You would have closed early anyways, because of the SMT. But yeah, it's just one of those things where I'd rather take a like I don't even want to call it a loss because it's not a loss. It's paper trading. It means absolutely nothing. So I don't see this as a loss if we hit stop loss. I would just see this as alright. We're taking the low now. We didn't provide an entry for shorts, honestly, so I wouldn't get FOMO. I wouldn't feel like I've missed something. I knew there was SMT at the high, and that is what is causing this big retrace. But if you still look on ES, we're still bullish. Like we're still just holding this leg. Like this leg on ES is bullish. Like there's no emotion. Like look at this. We're displacing down, displacing up, displacing down, displacing up, displacing down. Like this is not favourable conditions. And like technically our draw already got taken. 826 on ES. But it's it's just one of those things where Monday is not great. We'll definitely hit an FX replay up later because I knew there would be no like probable moves, like high quality setups. Like this looked okay, but then we didn't really retrace. But you know, it is what it is. We'll see what happens. But yeah, on days like this, if you know it's going to be poor, you know there's no news, don't put it on eval. Just chuck it on a paper. It shouldn't mean anything to you. If you're coming into the market to try and make money on a bad day that you already know is going to be bad, then you're literally just gambling at that point. There's no um, there's no probabilities in your favour if you know it's a low presenting day for quality setups. Like there's no short opportunity here. It would literally purely be based on 1 minute structure, which is not what you want to do. You don't want to take a trade based off 1 minute structure. I mean, people would argue that this is a good trade, but then there's no higher time frame condition backing this up. It's just S&T. I mean, we are in the new week opening gap, but for me, that's not really. Not when we're at all-time highs. It's not great, but yeah, well, honestly, we take this low. There's no 5 minute gaps opening. Um, maybe like you can wait another 5 minutes, get this candle open up a 5 minute gap, retrace into the 5 minute gap, maybe see shorts lower. Unsure where you'd really want to target because you'd be shorting into a bullish gap, 4 hour and 1 hour. Maybe like this low, taking this low, maybe it would have to be there. But yeah, this low is cooked, so low key. We'll give it another like 10 minutes for this 5 minutes to close. Then the next 5 minutes to open. If we open up with a gap here, then we could definitely see some potential shorts just for the sake of practicing the entry model. And that low's just been taken. It should be. Nope. Okay. Okay, bro. Like, what is this, bro? What is this? Baby got. Nah. Yeah, we'll see. We might not even open up. Yes, we haven't even opened up a 5 minute gap. So there's nothing you should really be watching right now. Like there's nothing. Even after this 5 minute candle closes, there's nothing you should be watching. Like this is just very, very low prob PA. Like if you look at this and think, oh, I missed these shorts or I missed these longs, then you're completely bugging out. There's nothing to miss here. It's just chop as expected. Let me. Yeah, so usually Monday just does nothing. Then we get a Tuesday. Tuesday we can start looking for quality trades because you can catch technically shorts lower, but then you can also catch the low. And then Wednesday, Thursday is normally a continuation. But yeah, man, it's one of those things where you gotta keep the emotions away. Like I think old me would be like, oh, I took a loss on demo. It doesn't really matter. The reason you go on demo is because you know it's going to be low probability. It's not oh, I took a L on demo. Like that's the end of my, and like that's the worst thing that could ever happen, you know. But like the fact that we're not opening any bearish gaps, it could mean honestly this trade could still play out. This trade could honestly still play. It probably won't, but it could. We're not bearish on any time frame. Like there's no 5 minute gap. Is that a 5 minute gap? No. Nothing there, man. It's just complete 1 minute structure. So yeah, is what it is, bro. But somehow we're still in this trade. To like 10.30. Somehow we are still in this trade. Honestly, if you was on eval, you'd be closing right now. There's no point in holding this BS at all. How many ticks were we from stop? Like from this actual low. 716. 716. So 3 ticks. Again, same as all-time highs. All-time highs was 3 ticks. 88375. 883. So this is actually crazy. If this trade hits, we're actually like, honestly, I'd probably just, I don't even know, bro. But yeah, man, we're chilling, bro. We're absolutely chilling. It's a nice Monday afternoon. You know, the sun's out. It's a blue sky. This doesn't matter. You know, old me would have been like, oh, it's a shame. Like, because I'm from the UK. For me, 9:30 New York time is 2:30. So like, you could definitely be like, oh, I waited all day for this, man, and it's bad. But we already knew that. That's why we checked the calendar. We already knew that today was gonna be low prob. Looking at the calendar, this is gonna do nothing. Tuesday will probably do low or high of the week, depending on how we want to run it. Wednesday will probably be potentially a continuation, honestly, even though it's no news. It's midweek. Thursday will probably start to slow down, maybe put the high or the low of the weekend, and then Friday will probably just retrace. But yeah, the only, like, if you've got a funded account, the only time that you should be on demo is if you know price is going to be bad. So right now I knew price is going to be bad, plus it doesn't follow my rules to trade Monday. They both go hand in hand. That's why we're on demo. But if you're on demo with a funded account and the probability looks good, that's a major confidence issue on your model, and you've got to get back testing, because if you're seriously doubting your model on a good day where price is clean and you're not putting the risk on, not willing to put the risk on, that's a confidence issue, probably because of lack of data. So that's got to be worked on. But like on a day like this, happily take it on your demo. There's no need to put risk on when you know it's low prob. But like, fair play to anyone that took these long somehow, or somehow got the confidence to long here, because you could have technically run that, I don't know, 1-to-1, bang, 1.5. Did we get a 1.5? Yep. Fair play. But for me, not in there. See if anyone did take any. So he actually took that. He took the exact trade that we just spoke about, which is fair enough. That's just a discretionary trade. We're in a 15-minute condition. Displays down the 1 minute. Great. You can take that if you've got the discretion. But yeah, this is a fun time. Technically putting in another lower high. So realistically, this should dump. So high, lower high, well, high, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high. This should just now completely fall. Like, there should be no resistance here. Should just completely dump. And like where I said, if we open a 5 minute and we come into it, get a trigger out of it, we'd be interested in maybe still sitting here, but there's nothing on. We'll mark this, but it's not going to matter. This low should be taken. %. There we go. Come on. Honestly, after we take this low, no idea what price is going to do. Price could take this low, just chop. Price could take this low and pump. It's unlikely, but we've technically got high time frame gaps. This 4-hour gap again. Tapping back into that 15 minute. Should this fall? But like, if you know that there's going to be nothing left to watch, don't. Get off the charts. As soon as this low gets taken, I'm done. I don't need to see anything else. There's nothing that would still be on. We take this low, it shows that the 15 minute condition wasn't holding. That's it. There's no need to continue to watch price if there's nothing else to see. Don't, because you're a trader, don't try and force work. Our work is analysing the chart, reading price action, predicting where we're going to move next, and if we don't move there next and we go the opposite way, that's you done. If we move there next and you hit TP or you just hit your forward test, that's you done. There's no need to force work when it comes to trading. Less is more, because the more you sit there, the more inclined you're going to be to take trades that don't need to be taken. Like if I took this on my eval, I'd be pissed. Not only because PA was washed, but because I said I would not trade Mondays on eval. Now there was a slight thought when we came into this 15-minute, even here, like we came here and started being so strong up. There was a slight thought that was like, maybe I'll take it on. No, shut that straight down. Don't give it the chance to dictate. You dictate. And as soon as this low's taken, we're done. There's nothing to see anymore. So what we'll do is we'll journal. We'll write up what we wanted to see. And that's it. That's done. Trading is done. So I'll show you how to journal. So what we'll do is now go to my journal here, and we will, I know it's not clean, maybe let's clean this up a little bit. We've already shown the 4 hour. We've already shown that. Took a H4 was bullish. Oh, why do I keep doing that one? H1 was bullish. 15 had a condition below. We tapped into the MV condition, showed really nice displacement out. We didn't retrace properly, but we got a nice displacement after the bearish candle. Stop loss was at the M15 condition low, as that would prove our bias wrong, as there was no lower higher low due to the small retrace. We knew today would be low probability, hence taking it on paper. We did technically take the draw on liquidity, as ES took the highs and we put in SMT, hence the big move down. So you can see this as a small win for bias reading, but we don't care about paper trades. They mean nothing and is only used as a tool when conditions are lower prob. So today was a win, as we analysed that price action would be poor and we avoided unnecessary risk. So that is a win in my books for capital preservation. Following days should be better due to news. We had no news today, and look forward to being patient and disciplined like today for the rest of the week. So that is my journal. We don't care about the charts now. I mean, we'll do a quick trade review, a price action review, just for the YouTube, just to simplify it down. Basically, if they didn't watch the live, they can kind of just see this, but in a video. And then maybe we'll hit some back testing later. Maybe we'll do trade review plus back testing a bit later. But yeah, for now, I'm going to cut off the charts. Hopefully you boys enjoyed. I mean, there wasn't much to see, but a bit of a psychology talk. And yeah, I'll see you guys in a bit. And yeah, I'll see you guys in a bit.